Puro tacuachito. Así me gusta. Asústame one time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to hashtag PVT Live. Orale. Wednesday night. Brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. You're struggling with your quality of life. Your sex drive is out the window. Your libido is nowhere to be found. You walk into Dr. T's just like I'm doing right there. You go in, sign your name, get your blood pressure checked. Checking, you want to get some muscle, weigh yourself, get some of those awesome antioxidants, reduce appetite, build muscle, turn fat into energy. The amino blend, boost pre-workout pump, awesome. Tri-immune boost. And then hormone replacement therapy, of course, that'll take care of the fatigue, decreased sex drive, mood swings. And, well, you can improve that too right there. And look at that. I'm walking out ready to kick ass. Look at that, man. I'm stretching and all swole and shit.
Oh, my God.
Bien mamado. Llego a la casa y está barricaded la puerta, carnal. La baby doll no me deja entrar.
Like,
no, where are you coming from? I just came from Dr. T's. Okay, stay outside for a day or two, okay?
Bien filoso,
Give them a call, man, and go to drt'sprimarycare.com, all right? And they'll help you out. Testosterone, IV vitamin infusion, Sermorelin. Sermorelin is a peptide. It's the fountain of youth, okay? Women, you'll love that stuff. It'll make you feel so young and look so young. It'll be awesome. I also want to thank Chorizo de H&H. Fantastic, the best chorizo in the nation. As a matter of fact, we went to Eagle Pass and we had some fans from Rankin, Texas. Un saludito para la familia Tejas.
Yes, Gilbert and Letty Tejas.
And also Sal in the house.
What's up, Sal?
From El Paso. We've got some video footage of some of that fun stuff we did over there. But they had specially requested some chorizo de H&H. So before we took off to Eagle Pass, we stopped at Aguilar's Meat Market. Y no nomás. Fui bien cargado. Andaba transporting puro chorizo, papá. Susta.
That's what we took.
Chorizo de H&H.
Oye, Dad, cuando te pararon en el checkpoint que te dijeron, ¿qué traes? No le dijiste puro chorizo, carnal.
No, hombre, deja tú. The sniffer dog started humping the car, carnal. No, hombre, cállate la boca, shut up. Le dejé un paquetito al pobre Border Patrol, chingan. Le dejé un paquetito ahí de chorizo de H&H para que le hiciera unos papas con chorizo y huevo y la chingada, ¿no? Para que, tú sabes, se pone medio lonely ahí en el checkpoint, métenla una y les da un hambre y pues pueden hacer unos taquitos ahí de chorizo de H&H. Órale,
so they can warm up.
You find it at Aguilar's Meat Market in Edinburgh. You know, find it at Charlie's Meat Market in Elsa, at Ruben's Grocery aquí en McAllen, and then the H-E-B in Brownsville, San Benito, Harlingen, Merced, Westlaco, Elsa, Dana, San Juan, Far, Edinburgh. Si no tienen chorizo de H&H en tu tienda favorita, tienes que ir con el manager y lo tienes que regañar. Tienes que decir, hey, ¿qué pasó? Chorizo de H&H. All right. Ask for it at your favorite supermarket. Thank you, Libo, Hinojosa, and family.
Thank you.
Also, want to thank another sponsor, Mayra Flores for Congress 2024. We've got a little spot with her right here.
My father taught me, in America, if you work hard, anything is possible. I was born in Burgos, Tamaulipas, Mexico, but at 6, we immigrated to the RGV. We grew up modest, working in the cotton fields. Honest pay for honest work. But Washington liberals are killing the American dream, attacking oil and gas jobs and causing prices to skyrocket. I'm Mayra Flores, and I approve this message because I will protect Texas workers and their wallets.
Es todo. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a very special guest coming up. Pero tengo que conectar un teléfono. I gotta call somebody real quick. Let me see here. We have Jax and Rally here. Rally, what's going on, Mama?
Hey, what's up? Shout out to everyone that is on the chat zone already. Gilbert Tejas, Power Metal, Aurelio Perez, Mario Lora, Ricardo Pais, everyone that's on the chat zone, guys. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. And don't forget to share the stream.
We also got Jax. He doesn't have a camera right now. We're going to use it as a phone right now, pero...
You'll see him in a little bit.
Yeah. ¿Qué pasó, Jax? What's going on, bro?
No, aquí andamos. Saludos para toda la raza que está en el chat zone. Ya saben, si tienen preguntas, y'all got any questions, or any comments for our guest, I am here in the chat zone for you. And I want to give a shout out to the people joining us tonight. David Alvarez from Victoria, Texas. Bruce Leroy, 721. Saludos, Victoria Garcia. Oviedo, 956. Anthony Rangel from Houston, Texas. Stevie Flores from Waco, Texas. Mike Calvillo from Henderson, Nevada. Omar Vasquez from Donna, Texas. Gabriela Ponce from McKinney, Texas. David Santos from South Water Island. Saludos. Dimas from Plainview, Texas. Ricardo Pais from Sundown, Texas. Fernando Ambris, Houston, Texas. Jose Rodriguez, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Paul Rodriguez, Southern California. Mario Lora from Corpus Christi. And Grace Baca from Albuquerque. Saludos para todos ustedes.
That's amazing. Got plenty of people from all over the United States of America. We have Madison Pulido here with us tonight. What's going on, Madison?
Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for having me here today.
You made it all the way from Lake Jackson, huh?
Yes, it was about 5 hours.
Yeah?
About 5 hours.
And her chauffeur what do they call the people that go on the bus? Chaperone. A chaperone, yeah. Her mom. What's going on, Mom? How you doing?
Hey, guys.
Hi.
I like that Izzy Stradlin Guns N' Roses cap. It's looking nice. And the shirt. Look at the shirt, man. Those are awesome. That's some awesome merch right there. Madison Pulido.
Latina music.
Are you related to Bobby?
Yes, we have. Well, when we first put out my music, I didn't know. Growing up my whole life, I did not know. I would say, like, oh, yeah, son mis primos. But I was young and I was inspired by them. I was like, man, if only, like, one day. Or imagine if I was. And so I just grew up, kept growing up, listening to their music, listening to, other Tejano music as well, and just getting inspired by them growing up. Mm-hmm. And then as I put music out, of course, everyone was asking if he was my dad or my grandpa, or if Roberto was my grandpa or my dad. And I was like, no, I have my parents. And I was like, I really don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was curious too. And just like because of the fact that Tejano, for some reason, like, I love Tejano music. It's something that I just have a passion for. I listen to other genres too, but Tejano is like just what I love. And it's just so, not odd, but I sit and think like about myself and I'm like, man, like, what are the odds that I'm just very passionate about it? And también, I was born with Pulido, I didn't know.
You got the name.
I didn't know. But it is an honor to have Pulido. And
well, Pulido isn't a very common last name, I don't think, right?
No, I don't
it's
think so.
very unique. As a matter of fact, we're going to call Bobby right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Is
my
that
God.
cool?
Yeah.
I've gone to meet him a couple times,
Oh, yeah?
So I'm excited to see what he says.
Oh, my goodness. Me too.
He's going to be like, hi.
Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Hey, ¿qué pasó, Bobby? Hey, bro, you got your cousin real giddy over here, bro. She's freaking out, bro. We got Madison Pulido on the show tonight, bro.
She's my cousin.
Yeah, man. How's it going, Bob? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Saludos on Madison.
Hello.
Doing good, bro. How are you doing?
Doing good, man. I saw that you're doing something with man. It's something really cool with the city, with the schools. You got a festival coming up with Conjunto.
Yes.
It's Cora Fest, right? 2024. Tell me a little bit about that. What's going on, man?
Well, this is Frank Menchaca kind of pitched the idea of hosting an event like this, and I love the idea because San Antonio's always been considered the capital of our music, and it really isn't. I think that the border region in the valley is where it all started. Desde Narciso Martinez. I went to years ago, like more than 10 years ago, we went to Ellis Island in New York, and there's a little thing where Narciso Martinez's music is playing, and it's a little bit of history on Ellis Island. And he was born in Reynosa, but he moved over to San Benito, and he was the first conjunto artist to record, right? And to actually put music. So, I've seen it rock. I went to school in San Antonio, in the college, and years back I went back, and it was a culture shock for me because I started seeing a bunch of kids. When before the kids were a little bit more into our own music and culture, then I started seeing the kids kind of dressed like rappers, and like right now San Antonio has one conjunto program, and I think right now a lot of our schools have conjunto programs where they teach where there's accordion and bajo sexto, and you get to play. And it's norteño. Norteño is on the other side, but it's the same instruments. So at the end of the day, I wanted to do something. This is nothing that I make a penny off of. I just want to clarify that, right? Because there's de repente empieza la gente, how much is he getting paid? And, things like that. I'm not making a cent, bro. And I'm doing this because I want to leave something for the culture, and I don't ever want it to die.
Yeah.
And as long as the kids are getting involved in it and they see that it's worth it, then our music and our culture is never going to die. And so this is just my way to pay it forward. Eventually, I want to raise enough money through the event to be able to put back into the schools and buy instruments for them, because, a drum set and things like that, they're expensive. So that's the whole goal, is to promote them, is give them exposure, give them a platform, let them compete. Because if the competition's good, it's healthy when there's competition, and let them come and showcase. It's going to be individuals también. If you sing, if you play accordion, you're not with a band, come and show what you got.
Yeah.
And compete. And there's going to be prizes and everything for the kids. The winning band, I'm going to produce 3 songs for them in the studio. Original songs.
Awesome.
So that's for the high schoolers, the ones that are a bit more older. I'm gonna produce a 3-song demo for them of original songs, and hopefully it'll help get them on track.
Yeah.
There's gonna be also junior highs, a category for junior high kids también. We've already gotten commitments from people from Dallas, La Joya, Rio Grande. Kids that are going to come and showcase themselves. And then at night, Ram Herrera's going to be, it's an event. So Ram Herrera's going to be the headliner, and the winning band will also get to open up on the main stage at the amphitheater, to get more exposure with a bigger stage.
Yeah, and it's from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., so it's an all-day event, dude, right?
It's an all-day, yeah. The competition is going to be from like 10 to 2.
Okay.
Right? Like more or less, right?
Uh-huh.
And then in the evening is the actual concert.
Órale.
So if people say, hey, man, if they go spend, we don't charge the kids anything to compete at all. They come for free. Obviously, the parents and whoever else comes to support them, because I think it's $10.
Órale.
But that $10 gets you also in at night for the show.
Órale.
So it's and again, bro, like all of the things, to promote it cuesta dinero. To have the stages cuesta dinero. To have, to bring the headliners and bring the other acts that are coming, that takes money. Nothing here is everything's done through the city. So I don't get a penny. The money that when you buy a ticket, it's through the city of Edinburgh.
Órale.
And they've been great, right? Because they're excited about doing this and about promoting our culture, man. That's what it is, back in the day, Rock, I started I was a part of the first mariachi in Edinburgh High School, and it wasn't UIL or nothing. It was just, man, we just got together because we love the music, and then it became now a big thing where now there's mariachi competitions and there's all kinds of things that are good for for everything. But that music comes from Jalisco.
Yeah.
We have our own stuff that was born down here.
Sí.
And has a history and a nice tradition. And
no, qué bárbaro. Yeah.
That's what I want to do, man. Is just promote it. That's it.
It's going to be fantastic. April 13th is the date for it, right?
April 13th. We put it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We probably sealed the deal about a month ago. So it's been. That was the only they had set their schedule, and that was kind of like the only time that they had. So we're up against the gun, right? For being the first annual, everything's kind of pressured.
It's going to go good, bro. It's going to be awesome.
But we're doing our best to make it as great as it can be. But I know that we're going to build on something really good, right? Because the idea's there and the culture's there, the people are there, the kids are there.
Yeah.
There's a demand for it, right? So I just want to blow it out of the water, man. Make it big, and hopefully, the time, the day that I'm no longer here, I left something cool, for as a legacy that I left, and that's my only motivation, right?
And that's why we're here also, Bobby, to help out as well, man. And we appreciate you calling us or opening the phone line for us so we could tell all our fans all over the state of Texas. This is something that everybody in Texas can come and check out. It's going to be awesome,
dude, everybody can come and check out. And if you're in somewhere else, Laredo or wherever, dude, I don't care if you're in Houston and you know some kids that jam out and they're, 18 years or younger, you go to the City of Edinburgh website and sign up and come down, and there's going to be a público, and
And the amphitheater is freaking awesome, dude. It's brand new.
Really nice. It's really nice.
Yeah. Right smack in the center of Edinburgh.
The competition is going to be in the area. It's not going to be at the amphitheater because that's going to be reserved for the headlining acts.
Okay.
But it's going to be in that whole area. It's called the Promenade there. So just like kind of down the street where it's walking, there's going to be vendors and food and, all of those type of things for the people. If you know somebody that's got the talent, tell them, send them to the website of the City of Edinburgh and come and showcase your talent.
Órale. Oye, Bobby, tu jefito me mandó un picture, bro.
Which one?
Es un picture de tu sobrinito, el hijo de Alma y de Joey.
Jojo, yeah.
Yeah. Oye, carnal, spitting image de ti, bro. Cuando estaba chavalo, bro.
Wow.
That's true.
What in the world?
He looks a lot like me. Absolutely.
Bro, handsome kid, bro. Big time, bro. And he's sitting on the couch holding a picture of you, and it's like him on the picture, dude. I was like, I was shocked, dude.
And then just like not too recently, bro, he got up on stage and sang with my dad, dude. Over there over there by Ali's.
Uh-huh.
And he got up on stage, and man, dude, I'm looking at his hand and it's shaking, bro.
Bien asustado.
It was shaking, bro. But and afterwards, I told him, you know what? You remind me so much of me, because the nerves. He was obviously extremely nervous. He'd never sang in front of in public. He knows that the nerves got the best of him, and it kind of affected his singing. And I said, and even then, you still love it.
Yeah.
That's when you know you have the fire in your belly. When you get up there and you know you're not that good, te falta, but you still have the huevos to get up there and do it. I respect that, man, because that's what this is all about. And actually, that's my message to all the people out there, the younger kids that want to do this, that you go, well, I'm not that good. It doesn't matter. The first step in doing this, the hardest step, is getting up on stage that first time and sucking. because that's what Dave Grohl said, right? That's what they did when they were Nirvana.
Yeah.
And you see all these shows where they criticize them and they do this. Everything here's going to be constructive.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not that good, it's okay. Get in front of people, right? Even if you're not that good, the idea is for you to get better and improve every single time.
Yes, sir.
Right? And sooner or later, you're going to get better and get better. Like I've always said, tienes que tener el coraje para hacer esto.
Yeah.
And you got to have that fire in your belly. And so, yeah, we'll see if Jojo has that fire. I mean, he's a smart kid.
Yeah.
Like I was. And so he wants to be orthopedic surgeon. So,
Orale.
and my sister's like, I don't want him to get up there. I don't want him to do that because I don't want that life for him. I go, hey, it's not your life, it's his life.
Yeah.
Right? And if he loves it, that's all that counts, right? She said, yeah, but it's really hard to make a living doing this. And I said, well, yeah, but I was able to do it. It's not impossible. It's hard,
sí.
but it's not impossible. So we'll see if he has that fire and eventually he wants to do it. Y si no, pues también no pasa nada.
Y si se lastima la espalda en stage, a esas jefitos lo compone volá el chiropractor Joey.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Pueden hacer un Pulido showcase tú, tu sobrino, tu prima, aquí, tu papá. No, hombre, cállate, bro. I mean, the Pulido name is just legendary at this point, dude.
You'll take Texas.
Yeah. Bueno, Bob, ahí vamos a estar. Ojalá con favor de Dios te podemos dar la vuelta para ir al programa ese que vas a tener. Cora Fest Music Festival 2024.
That's
first
right.
ever. The inaugural, como dicen, ¿verdad?
Inaugural.
Yeah, it's not first time ever. It's not.
It's not first annual.
It's first annual.
There you go.
Saturday,
Right.
April
we
13th.
learned that from the last day.
I know, dude. And it's going to be awesome. So if you have any, we have an audience all over Texas, all over the United States of America. If you know a group that can be involved involved in this and can win the whole thing.
Some kids que les gusta el acordeón, el bajo sexto. They even like vocals, right? If they like to sing,
Sí.
bring them. All they have to do is they got to sing one of the songs from our onda, right?
Yeah.
Just something de conjunto, tejano, norteño.
Que raspe,
from our
papá.
onda. That's all you got to do.
Muchas gracias, Bobby. You have a wonderful
Ándale,
day. Dale
bro.
un abrazo a tu jefe y
Have a
tu
good
familia.
night.
Ándale.
Have a good
God bless.
night.
Bye.
God bless.
Bye, man.
Ándale, órale, es todo. Yeah.
You got it. Bye.
Wow.
Bye.
Is that awesome or what? Huh?
What?
I mean,
can't
hasta que
even.
todavía yo me pongo nerviosa. Like, you know, I mean,
Was that real? Espérate, let
I
me
know,
tap.
right? Like, was it a recording?
Yeah.
No, but honestly, getting into Tejano and just putting my feet in the water as an artist and people saying my last name, like, we knew eventually the questions were going to come
Oh,
up.
yeah.
You know, it was inevitable, you know?
And some people, why even bother questioning it, right?
That too.
How many Pulidos are there, right?
I've had some comments like that too. They're like, well, how come they ask, like, why can't they just, you know, be like, hey, like another Pulido, like, let's go, you know, like, and then a female on top, you know, it can make it a little tougher. And but I look at them with a bunch of, they're inspiring, they are legendary, and I hope to make them very proud. You know, it runs in the blood, even if it's just a small percentage. You know, it's in there, and I hope to make everybody proud in the Tejano industry.
You know, Bobby's sister Alma was an amazing singer.
Yes,
She is.
and she still
amazing.
is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
yes, and I
I'd
hope
like
to
to
get to
meet
meet her. Yes.
Yeah, she's just down. She's always at her husband's office. He has a chiropractic service or
Okay.
office.
I work at a chiropractor's office.
Yeah,
I do.
Well, you know what? Her husband, he's a chiropractor for horses and cattle.
Oh my goodness.
So
that's
on
cool.
Tuesday and Thursday, he's out at ranches fixing animals up.
Yeah.
And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, he's there and he's fixing this animal up. Sometimes I go straight to him. He's the best.
Oh, we
He
might
is
stop
the
by.
best, yeah.
Yeah, we don't mind.
And
Get cracked
and so
up
we've
real
got.
quick.
Let's get Jax the camera back up.
Yeah,
there,
give me a
baby.
second.
And so yeah,
I'm
so
dying
you're-
over here, man.
No camera. He's dying.
Dying over here. I need attention.
Need my spot.
I need some spotlight. Yeah.
So Madison, you're living in Lake Jackson, originally from Freeport, but your mom's originally from McAllen.
Yeah.
Oh,
She is.
so you came to school here in McAllen?
I sure did.
Yeah, you said Bonham Elementary.
I sure did say Bonham Elementary. That was my freaking school. I loved it.
Are you originally from here, from McAllen?
Well, I was born in Galveston. We are originally from McAllen. Yes, we are. McAllen, Texas. How are y'all doing?
So you're originally from.
956.
Wait a second. You're originally from Galveston, but McAllen, or how was
I
that?
was born in Galveston.
Okay.
My dad was working out there in the industrial
Okay.
and chemical plants, Dow, all that's connected
Yeah, there's a
to
lot
that.
of that stuff over there. Yeah.
Yes, so we did move that way, and I was born over there. But my family's from Reynosa, Tamaulipas, Mexico, right on the
alright.
border. And so we were raised in McAllen until about 6 years old. So Bonham Elementary was the last place that I stepped ground in the school system. But
Cuando te vi por primera vez pensaba que eras una gringa.
no, but we do have some.
¿Quién es esta güera que viene? Es hermana de... Parecen hermanas, ¿verdad? They put them
I
together.
do.
They look like
Thank you.
sisters.
Sería un poquito más barato, but unfortunately I'm the mom. But
So,
yeah.
so then McAllen, and was Madison born here in McAllen? Or?
Madison was born in Lake Jackson, Texas.
And Pulido comes from your dad, of course, obviously. You met him here, or how did that happen?
You know what? It's a crazy story. I've never really told anybody, but I met
welcome to
him.
PVT.
I met
Exclusive.
Madison's dad
You met Madison's dad?
at a Roberto Pulido concert
There
in
you go.
Freeport, Texas. True story.
How could I have not guessed that, right?
I don't know, right?
So
It's too easy.
So Madison's dad was he working with Roberto? What was he doing?
No, he wasn't working. We didn't know at the time. We didn't know anything that they were related. Had no idea. We didn't have kids. So make a long story short, way years later, like
Wait, you
2
didn't know
years later.
that your Madison's dad was related to Roberto?
We had an idea, but we didn't look into it. We didn't. We didn't.
No
want,
DNA, none of that stuff.
We didn't want
And
to.
we didn't know them either. We
Forensic
didn't, like,
files.
Yeah.
¿Cómo los llamo?
Yeah.
Try to send a message on
I mean, but you
Facebook.
put Pulido and Pulido. I mean, you put two and two together right away,
But
don't
still,
you?
you know, everybody. I mean, I'm sure people went their ways back then. So I think that's what happened.
So your husband had, or I don't know,
No, I was never. I never married into the family.
Oh, you never married. So
No.
okay. So you had Madison was out of wedlock or
Yeah.
something. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And so, but do you still keep contact with your dad?
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
of
gosh,
course.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's steadily working, and my mom, she runs the roads with me as my momager.
Yeah.
And we have my grandparents. They're a huge help. They've always supported me, so
Yeah.
we have them as our backbone. You know, on my mom's and my dad's side of the family, and you know, we have a tight knit little family.
That's great.
Tight knit team.
That's
you know,
awesome.
That keeps, and that's what kind of helps me keep going is having my family surrounded by me.
Keeps you based, you know, and,
Yes.
and going and it gives you some sense of stability as well when there's a civil,
Yeah.
relationship going on between the parents, right?
Oh yeah, it's much easier.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, does he live in Lake Jackson also, or?
No, he's actually around town too in Lake Jackson area.
Okay.
And he works, and you know, he's very proud of me.
Oh, that's awesome.
My whole family, my tias and tios, cousins, I mean, everybody from the community as well. Kind of just being very surprised with,
Sí.
you know, I tell people what I do, and then they're like, you, like, little shy you, like, that's what you do outside of,
Little
you know,
shy you.
and I'm like, yeah, like, you know, because outside of my music, I'm a big homebody, or you know, like I'm really, I guess you could say the word, the Generation Z term, like very chill. And you know, so when it comes to, I tell people about the music and that I perform on stage and I got a band, and they're like, you, like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And it's still weird to say, or even, you know, like tell people I'm a music artist or something, because it's still so new to me as well. You know, I just see myself as Madison, and my last name's there, and a lot of people, you know, they hear that, and that's when the questions come. But I just like to be myself and see where it goes.
That's awesome. And then your mom's got the support, you know, for you. And
Yeah.
anda bien Chris Kardashian ahorita. I'm sure.
I'm trying.
Well, she came in and she just tossed lots of great merch at us, man. Awesome.
I know. Thank you.
The posters.
You're
You need to
welcome.
sign this, Madison, for us.
Yes,
This is awesome.
I will for sure.
Look at
And
that. That's a great picture right there. And
Thank
boy,
you.
autograph
Super
poster.
nice.
We got to put that
Thank
on
you
our
so
wall
much.
here. And so you started, how long ago did you start doing the music thing?
I've liked singing since I was little. Like I said, you know, growing up with Tejano music, just growing up.
You went to elementary in Freeport?
All schools throughout the Freeport, Texas, elementary, middle, junior high, and then I graduated from Brazosport High School.
Did you do any type of extracurricular activities like chorus or, you know?
Yeah,
Choir. There we go. Chorus. What the hell's wrong with me?
That's a part
That's how
of
much
it.
I know about high school.
Because Coro, right? 'Cause
It's
Yeah.
choir, right? Choir.
I did choir and I did cheer. I played volleyball for a little
You were a
bit.
cheerleader or what? Oh, yeah.
I did the Friday Night Lights. That was that was a favorite part of mine. Is
Did you ever date like the star football player? Or no? Cheerleaders always do
you
that,
know,
right?
You know, in high school you have like your little loves, and then after that it's like,
Yeah.
you know, it was fun.
I got a career to follow.
Yeah, exactly. I had a lot of fun in high school and did a lot of my, you know, just getting to be involved as much as I could, which is what I love doing. I did student council for a little bit as well.
Overachiever.
No, I'm not an overachiever, but just love to be a part. And
My
you know,
wife's an overachiever.
Yes, I am.
hey, well, it gets you further and it gets the job done. So it's like, hey,
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do.
Hey,
sometimes.
you work harder than the rest of them, and then you get the better results.
There you
it's
go.
simple as that. So I think if you want to achieve something, you want to overachieve. You know, I mean, that should be like
Your
paramount.
goal is to get past what what you say your goal is.
Hell
You're supposed
yeah.
to go past
The
that.
sky is the freaking limit.
Yes, sir. It
Especially
really
in this
is.
day and age with the digital media and social media and all that. I mean, I was gonna tell Bobby when we were talking to him a little bit ago, about youngsters getting involved in this music and the industry and stuff like that. And it's crazy because I was hosting like a community event at the community center in Edinburgh, and there was this little high school conjunto band that was playing, and little did I know that the singer ended up becoming the singer from Frontera. I mean, right, babe?
That is
And that was like
amazing.
10 a.m. It was like
Yeah.
it was like a health fair or something like that. But
That's
those kids were trying to
awesome.
play everywhere they could just to get better and better, just like Bobby said,
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like that's what sometimes, like growing up, if you're unaware or you don't know anything about how to get your foot through the door, opportunities like how he's gonna put in April, I mean, that's something that anyone with a passion for music, or if they're wanting to know if like, hey, is that something I really want to do? And it's like, you got to give it a shot to feel if that's really what you want to do.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I went to go work out in the fields picking cucumbers. And I had to go do that to realize that's not what I
Not what
wanted
you
to do
wanted
the
to
rest
do.
of my life.
Yeah.
So
No,
I always
of
tell
course.
people like, hey man, try everything, and that way you'll know what you don't want to do and what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do find what you want to do, you're gonna do it with all your heart and soul, because you know what? That other thing I don't want to go back there. You know what I mean? So yeah. Fantastic.
And so then growing up, I did living in Katy. I was living in Katy for a little bit, and David Olivares was doing a Buscando Talento.
I have the video.
You do?
Put it on, babe. Let's see it. It's not the music video. It's the one where I think it's the second one. The one after.
Audio?
Yeah.
So they did all the rehearsals through FaceTime. So let's see how that works out for them tonight. Are you guys ready to perform tonight?
Yes, sir.
A big round of applause for contestant number 1, Madison Alize, singing Cosas del Amor.
Puedo retenerlo, amiga, mientras quede una esperanza. Tú tienes que luchar por ese amor. Si él es el hombre de tu vida, no te des nunca por vencida, que vale todo si se lucha por amor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's there with Alize Nino.
When I saw that, you like David got you and that girl. What was her name?
Alize.
She was from Dallas.
Yes.
You're from Lake Jackson. He gives you a duet to do with her. How the hell are you gonna how the hell are you girls gonna do it if you don't live in the same town?
It was tough.
And then you all apparently practice it through FaceTime.
Yes, and even then, like, this was still in 2020 during COVID too. So even at the shows, like, we'd have to wear a mask, and then as you would go on stage, you could take it off if you choose you wanted to keep it on. You know, it was whatever was more comfortable for you. But it was tough, and it was part of the challenge too, you know. So it was
and
fun.
you did it.
And we did it.
You actually achieved it.
Yeah.
You overachiever.
And I mean, it was cool, because I think that was something that was the first thing we were both like, how are we gonna practice? Like, how are you gonna come to my house? Am I gonna go to your house? We're gonna meet somewhere in the middle. And we were like, okay, well, because sometimes on the phone, the feedback, it can kind of be delayed.
Yeah.
So like, I could be singing a part and then she'd be on a different part, or it can get confusing over a phone instead of in person.
Yeah.
So, but we made the best out of it, and then once we got to see each other when she came down back to Houston from Dallas, we got to kind of go over it a little bit before the show started, and then we were like, hey, however it goes, God be with us, and let's go, and let's just give it all we got.
I've been wanting to have David on my show, David Olivares. I think I threw him a message there on Instagram. I haven't heard from him, but if you're watching, David, give me a message me, bro. So I can give you my number. We could do something, because he's got an amazing history, and he had a great, and he's still doing it. He's in Mexico doing all kinds of things
doing
like
all
that.
kinds of concerts.
So this was like pre-COVID or during the COVID?
It was like pre-COVID, I would say, but right there in that that hot,
right when it was going to start
time
up. Yeah.
of COVID,
And so was this on television, or what? It was like a local star search, or what?
No, it wasn't on television. It was on Facebook Live, I know for sure. And it was every week at Yolox in Houston, Texas. And I think it was 3 nights of auditions. Every night you could go. And my mom, she told me, she was like, go. She had to work. And I was kind of skeptical about going by myself, because usually I don't like going anywhere by myself.
I wouldn't. I'd be afraid to let you go by yourself too.
And so, but she was like, just, go, like, just see what's it about, go, and then you might get to meet David, or, whatever happens, but just go, try it. And so I went, and I was one of the first ones there, because at first it was kind of empty. And then I finally started seeing, like, the signs showing David's name, and I was like, okay, I think I'm at the right spot. And so I got to go inside, and I was I think I was actually the first one to perform on that day, because I was the earliest one there. And getting to meet him, and just, it was like, here, you're going to fill out some paperwork. And then I sang Duele by Elida. And from there, we had to wait a little bit. They were like, okay, well, if you make it, we'll give you a call in like a week or two. And, and then they had karaoke there that night. So I got to stay there that night and get to mingle with the other people part of the production.
Yeah.
And get to meet more people. And they want
connect.
Yes. And,
with people, yeah.
Now I use the word, market.
Create a network.
There you go. And I still talk to a bunch of the people that I met from the very beginning till now.
That's
and
awesome.
So we still stay connected on social medias, of course, and just touch base every now and then. Because honestly, like with Buscando Talento, that is where I got my start.
Wow.
Because
David Olivares.
I wouldn't have met like a music artist that close and personal, and them showing us how to hold the microphone and how to kind of use your voice.
That dude's all about
better.
style.
You know,
that's
and
what he is.
So,
yeah.
So it was a very big help, and being able to like break out of my comfort zone. That was like a really big thing he was adamant about, was breaking out of your comfort zone and trying something that you never even knew you would want to try, but just go for it, and you may end up being surprising yourself at the end of the night.
Yeah.
So it was a fun experience. I met a lot of amazing artists throughout the show. He would have special guest judges. Carlos Negami from Grupo Negami, he was out there.
Good band.
Jaime de Anda, I got to meet him.
Jaime.
I got to meet Shelly Lares as well, Demi Garcia.
Little Miss Dynamite.
Yes, and just getting to meet them.
That's great.
At the talent show, and not even expecting that.
Making connections.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
this
it was
song
a really
from,
good experience.
The song from David, right? It's like
A classic.
It's like timeless.
Yep.
You can't get tired of it.
He could like. Whenever he'd perform, all he has to do is do this song for like an hour and a half, nonstop.
Replay.
Yeah,
And
they-
they'll still keep singing along. It's okay.
And they won't
they'll
stop
dance
dancing,
all
right?
night.
And that's how you know it's like
Yeah.
the love is there for the music.
Have you
know?
talked to him lately, David?
I haven't recently. I've seen his
Ever
social
since
media.
then, did you reconnect with him or?
Not recently.
Okay.
After the show, my goal was to win the show. I made it to the top 4, and after the show, it was I got to get back to work. But on social media, we had started growing a fan base,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Okay, so what's next?" I'm like,
I know. It's like you need to put something out every day, you know?
I'm like, I don't know what's next. I wanted to win the competition. I wanted that song with the recording and the $1,000 and the wardrobe and the video. Like, that was my goal. And little did we know we were going to be growing like a fan base on our social media little by little. Every week they were anticipating that video and like, oh, I wonder what she's going to sing this week, or I wonder if it's a duet or what kind of challenge. And so to see that the people, they were wanting more, kind of made me feel a lot better. And it was like, okay, well, what really is next? What is next? And so then we tried to just get more connections. And then not too long after the competition, I got to get in hold with Lorenzo Lopez, who is
I know Lorenzo.
brother de Joe Lopez.
Yeah.
He might be watching.
Yeah, he might be tuning
Saluditos,
in. If you
Lorenzo.
are. Saludos, Lorenzo, and thank
He's
you
a
so
songwriter.
much. Yes.
Yeah, writes a lot of songs.
Yes, he
I
is.
think, is he connected with the guy from Hacienda, Rick? I think Rick, they might be doing something together. I'm not sure, but
Maybe.
yeah. I need to get a hold of Lorenzo, man, see what he's
But-
up to.
Yes,
Yeah.
he wrote all the 12 songs on all the 9 songs on the album, and the 10th song, which is "Christmas with You," which is an English crossover Christmas song, and they're all original songs written by Lorenzo Lopez and arranged by Mr. Brando Mireles,
Oh, man, what an amazing
another
guy
legendary
there. Yeah.
musician.
I was just thinking right now, I had never, ever, thought of this, but what would we have done if there wasn't any social media or YouTube or anything
It'd be
during
like-
COVID? Like, back in the 20s, they had the Spanish flu. I mean, well, everybody was like, what would we have done? What do you think we could have done, Jax?
I'm sorry, I'm over here in the chat zone.
Just like
I'm talking to everybody in the chat zone right now.
Yeah.
Saludos to everybody that's everybody's engaging right now. They really love our guests. They have questions and everybody wants shout outs.
Well, do it, brother. What do we got there?
Let's do it real quick right now. Shout out to DJ N8 from Pearland, Texas. Juan Ortegon from Amarillo, Texas. Mateo Carreon from San Diego, California. Fernando de Leon from Deer Park, Texas. Idalia Mendoza from Washington State. Oye, tenemos raza de todo United States, porque tenemos a Miguel Franchini from Chicago.
Un saludito para Miguel
Illinois.
Franchini. He just sent me a song that him and Cesar Mujica, formerly the keyboardist for, he was with the La Sombra back in their heyday. He was with Los Cumbia Kings. I just spoke with him last night, ¿verdad, babe? We were on the phone for a little
Yes.
bit. And he sent me a song, and it's like, man, horn section and everything. So I'll share it with everybody later on. I got to hear a little bit of it because we're getting ready for the show. But shout out to him right there, Miguel, right?
Yeah. Miguel Franchini, Sal in the house. Thank you for the pins, bro. Borao Lopez, Carmen Benavides, Bobby Castañeda, Roger Barrios, Isaac Olivo from Carlsbad, New Mexico. Jose Nuevo Leon says, saludos para toda la raza from 813 Tampa, Florida.
Wow.
Saludos pa, we talking about sports. Ronnie in the house.
Shout out, mijo.
Dice Ronnie que si you're gonna MC the
Boxing tomorrow?
the Bobby Pulido Cara Fest or
I don't know.
Cora Fest.
I need to check my my schedule because man, I've got like every weekend we got
That'd
something.
be cool,
baby.
man. That'd be really cool.
This weekend we have AB Quintanilla. Last weekend we're in Eagle Pass. Next weekend we're Tigres del Norte, and then so. But I think maybe we might be available. We'll check our calendar. It'd be nice. We'll definitely attend, even if I don't have anything to do with it, to support Bobby Pulido and his event for sure.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out also to Rick Rhodes. He already sent us several super chats.
Es todo, Rudy.
Thank you, Rhodes.
Dice Rick Rhodes. Shout out to the cleaning twins who cleaned up. I'm sorry. Dice who cleaned up
The Airbnb.
Rick's house, so Mario and Raymond's family could be super comfortable. Huge fans.
Yeah.
They love you all.
Es todo.
Thank you, Rick.
And then we have a question here from Joel Garza, and he says, if Madison could do a collab, who would she do a collab with?
Well, I have always said that I would love to collaborate with Mr. Roberto Pulido, El Primo. I have always just admired his work ethic, everything that his sound, his music, it's just very classic. And I would love to be able to collaborate. And then for a female artist, I really love Isabel Marie.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
She is absolutely amazing. And
We had her on the show way back, right, babe?
like at the starting, and just to see like the age that she's at, you know, that's something to just really admire, just that in itself, because it does take a lot of, you know, dedication, maturity to, you know, continue a
I would think
career.
you both would be the same age. Aren't you both the same age?
I think she's a little younger than me. I think
She
she's
turned
20 or
21.
21.
She just turned 21.
Yeah. And I'm going to be 24 in November, but I
Little
would
Gen
love,
Z, baby.
yeah, Gen Z generation is taking the path and you know, leading it and just trying to keep the cultura alive, like Bobby said. I mean, that's honestly what I feel like the most important thing is to just keep the music alive. And you know, whatever your style may be, that's okay, because it just gives our culture a little bit of everything.
Well, right now it's like you've got a guy like Karim Leon who is singing everything. I mean, he was at the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yes.
and the guy does country, and then you have Post Malone who did the rap, and now he's doing like country and doing other stuff.
Yeah.
So we're at an age, a time and age where artists can really explore and
Be very
do
versatile.
what they want to do instead of being mainstreamed by a label.
Exactly.
The label's always going to tell you every song's got to be like this, and
And
every song's got to be like that. And in this case, you're building your own, you know, following and your own base,
Exactly, like naturally.
and you're able to, you know, and they'll appreciate everything you do. You
Can
know?
I say something about that?
¿Qué
Rob?
pasó, Dan?
When you're the way I see it as an artist is, I always tell everybody, do not limit yourself as an artist. Don't limit yourself. Don't say, oh, pues yo soy puro rock, so yo nomás toco rock.
Yeah.
O yo soy puro tejano, nomás toco tejano. Man, I've done all kinds of music.
Sí.
I've started with mariachi. And then I went into a Latin band, que era, you know, like variety and stuff.
Sí.
And then I opened up for Wisin y Yandel as a reggaeton artist.
Nice.
I was a reggaeton artist at some point.
Awesome.
Lo que
And then-
pasó. Is that them?
No, that's not.
That's not Wisin.
That's Daddy Yankee.
Which one is Wisin and Yandel?
Wisin y Yandel, I forgot
They had like a big hit, right?
they had some cool songs.
Oh yeah, like you
And
hear
that was
it and you're
before
gonna be
they
like,
separated. That was in 2013 when I did that, and it was here at the when it was Dodge Arena. Now I think it's called.
Don't they-
I know.
Hay algo que me
It's
gusta.
this one, dude.
Oh yeah.
Rakata, rakata. Oye, esta es la música cuando estaba conquistando mis ojitos acá, yo, carnal. Estábamos en el City Breeze.
Bailando
Well, that
acá,
was in
pum,
2013.
Wisin y Yandel.
That was 2005.
Ya sé, pues esta rola era de 2005.
I know, but he opened up for them in 2013.
Ah,
is
sí,
what
ya
I'm
estaban
saying.
viejitos los datos.
No, ya iban de salida.
Ya iban de salida. Ya.
And then,
pero-
pues, I mean, you know that I was a rock art, also in my rock band, and then I did norteño as well. I've done everything, you know.
That's
So I
amazing.
tell everybody, never limit yourself as an artist. Like right now, I'm venturing into Tejano again. I want to do Tejano, and then I also want to do rap, and I also want to do like rock again. Like,
Estás bien ADHD, de madre.
yeah, madre, I'm all over the place.
That's okay.
But that's the thing, like, don't limit yourself.
No.
Como Peso Pluma is doing reggaeton. He's doing the banda stuff.
Karin Leon, like I was mentioning a little bit ago.
And those guys, you know why they're at the top? Because they don't limit themselves.
Exactly.
Oh,
They just
there you
keep
go.
going. And I mean, that's what you honestly can only do is just keep going, because si te paras, pues you're going to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to keep going.
And now if you stop for like a month, it's like a year.
It does. It really, like, you feel like you're way behind, like times 10.
There's
Gotta
overload.
catch up.
There's overload. It's bum. That's why back in the day, you could have an album that would last an artist like a year and a half, 2 years. Now it's like, man, I mean, you got to throw everything out, and they want something else and something else. You got to keep up, and it can get overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah,
right.
it can. I mean, just to do a social media post sometimes takes me over an hour. And she's like, "Did you post your TikTok yet?" And I'm like, "Give me a couple more minutes. I'm doing the last final touches." Like, because I'm not specialized.
Sitting on the toilet, right?
On the toilet or
My
my
specialty.
cama. I mean, anywhere where I can just be isolated and focused on fixing that, because I'm not specialized in video editing whatsoever. So
You will by the time you're 30, and
yeah,
for sure
I'm
you'll be a
gonna be able
professional.
to be like, and just
You
get
need to
it
do
done.
it in the toilet. That's where all
Yeah.
the imagination and
Comes out.
Hell yeah.
It literally comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my office right there. I made some amazing epic videos sitting on the toilet, but like music videos and stuff. But yeah, what do you use your thumbs when you do your phone stuff, or do you use your index finger?
I think I go back and forth.
You go back and forth.
Yeah, because sometimes I get tired.
Yeah,
Sometimes I get tired, and then I gotta be like, okay.
because people don't even know the long-term effects of using their thumbs, repetitive motion. You're gonna start getting carpal tunnel
Carpal
syndrome, all
tunnel.
that stuff. You gotta take care of that.
They would say I would get carpal tunnel because I used to work at Baskin Robbins in Lake Jackson.
Okay.
Scooping the ice cream.
yeah.
And it was that movement of like all
Yeah.
the time. And they were like, hey, like,
I mean,
ten cuidado.
and our thumbs are like
Are like the
this.
same.
Our thumbs are moving, man, back and forth on the phones and stuff like that. And then it starts like I've had like issues where like, man, and I go to the masseuse and I tell her to just massage this area, and she'll put the knuckle, and I feel little bolitas, and she just breaks them all up.
Ow.
And it's all from just doing this all
Yeah.
freaking day, editing and stuff like that, man. It's crazy.
It's very time consuming. It's a lot of hard work, dedication. I mean, you got to be dedicated to it. So shout out to all the video editors, everybody that
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then
It's a lot of hard
you
work.
can't sleep because you wake up and then you're like thinking, you come up with an idea and you want to
Like
do
the
it.
next thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy, man, when you got a mind like that. Yeah.
Me and Rock connected like that when we first met, because we both have like the same kind of like mind. I'm not
Mindset.
gonna compare myself to him. He's a genius, right? He's a legend. But
Yes.
Dude,
but,
speaking of genius,
Oh my God. Let him finish.
I've got a story for you. Go ahead.
okay, and then when we met, we kind of like he liked doing videos, I like doing videos and shit, and then like we just like became camaradas, like because of the video editing, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
and
would
then-
take stuff from each other, like
Yeah,
like,
well, you would be able to like
we
inspire
would
each
learn
other.
from each other.
basically.
I would call him, "Oye, Dad, how you do this?" He would call me, "Oye, ¿cómo le haces esto?"
And
then,
that's
like, it was
but that's
badass.
so we do it.
that's the way it is. I mean, that's
We
how
give
you learn
away our
from each
experience
other.
and our knowledge. We
And
gotta
it's
give it
cool
away.
when people share the knowledge, because there's people that don't like to
Exactly.
share the knowledge.
Yeah,
man.
no, I
Those
do.
people
It's
no
out
valen
there.
queso.
I'm the type, this is the way I think. It's like whatever I've learned, the experience I've got, if I give it to you and you take it to the next level and you're like at the stage at AT&T Stadium with a stadium full of people, I'm there with you.
Exactly.
Because
I mean,
I had a little piece of that, to help you out. You know what I mean?
you never know what
Yep.
that
Don't
knowledge.
we all go with you? I mean, doesn't that how it works?
I mean, you never know the little knowledge that you might learn from someone, or you might teach someone something. And I mean, that's just how everybody grows. And,
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to keep learning about just different things. I have been learning a lot.
Bumper calls me all the time. You know Bumper, right?
Yes. Shout
He's
out to
always
Bumper.
texting me. Yeah, shout out to Bumper. He's always like, "Hey, Rock, how do you do this and that and this and that and this and that?" And I got to tell him, "Oh, yeah, no, this and that, this and
Yeah,
that."
because he has a really cool setup as well.
yeah.
I got to be there in San Antonio, and I give him props too, because it's a lot. I mean, like I was telling your wife when I got here, it was so cool to see the behind the scenes, from on the other side of the camera.
Yeah.
So it is a lot of work, but just staying dedicated. I mean, you'll get the job done as long as you're
For sure.
focused on it.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Madison Pulido, make sure to follow her on social media. She's always, like she said, always putting stuff up. And her social media is on Instagram. You can find her on Instagram. And you can also find her on TikTok. As a matter of fact, you're live on TikTok right now,
Yes,
right?
I am.
At official Madison Pulido. And if you want to hire her for your shows, I mean, she's ready for some festivals. She's got a band. The drummer she's got has been in the business for a
Yes.
long time.
Shout out to Joel.
Joel, he's the one that
Garza.
reached out to me. I think
Thank
I played
you.
with La Sombra. He played with a lot of amazing bands. And so if you hire her, she's going to go and put on a hell of a show.
I've
Johnny Rod.
got a lot of just really experienced musicians. I've got Johnny Rod on keyboards.
He's amazing. He was with Jimmy G.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's great.
And
Genius.
I've got Steve Ochoa from Rockport. He plays he played with Fama as well, with Isabel Marie for a while as well.
Stevie.
And then Jaime Mojica. He's from Chicago but resides in Corpus. He worked alongside Pete Astudio. So to be able to have them on my team, I mean, we're excited. We're anticipating that time to be able to grow with each other as well, because I haven't known them for very long, and it's still a learning experience of getting to know everybody and start to grow that bond, so that when y'all are on stage, it's just like magic.
Well, those guys take a lot of pride in what they do.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yes.
you need. You
That's
need
right.
people that take pride in what they do, and they want to sound tight. They want to sound
Yes.
good. And they don't want to mess up.
No,
and
and that's
it's going to rub off on you.
Yeah, I mean, I have learned so much. Like, I'm constantly, asking them different things, even about like the instruments that they play, because I've always taken an interest of learning everything that outside of just the lyrics of the song or how it sounds. Like, I like to go in the behind the scenes of the little sounds that you hear, like in the music.
Yeah.
And so I get a lot of,
Isn't it crazy? Because I hear things in songs that nobody really hears. Like,
Unless you point it out.
Yeah, I'm driving with my wife, and I'm like, listen to this right here. Did you hear that? She goes, how do you hear that? I'm like, I don't know. I just hear things.
yeah.
And-
it's something that like catches your ear.
Yeah, little things that they add in. So whenever I'm thinking of music for my band, I'm thinking of little things to put in there as well. So, yeah, you're very observant. That's good.
I have, I've always been very observant, and I've learned that you have to be very observant in this business.
And analytical, you
And
got to analyze everything.
Analyze everything.
And then you got to review what you've done, so you can say, well, I could have done this way, and it would have been better. So
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
even, with my first album, I sit back and I listen to it, and on some things I'm like, man, like, I could have did that differently, or what if I would have tried this? So, we are working on new music for this new year.
You can always
Awesome.
do a live.
Yeah.
We can always go back and
Yeah, we can do like a live
do
performance
a live
of a
album
song.
for that
Mm-hmm.
if you want to.
But we are working right now on a new album. We are working again with Mr. Brando Mireles, and we are working with Beto Ramon. We
Oh, great
music from him.
songwriter.
Yes, sir. And I'm very excited to get to work alongside them both. Working with Brando in the first time and Lorenzo, an awesome experience. I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to start
Those
my
guys
career.
are legends in the industry.
Legends. And it's crazy because, short little story, it's kind of a long story, but I'll make it short. Before working with Brando, I met him in Angleton, Texas. He was playing with Mas. I think it was one of the first performances that they had started coming back playing live. And it was in Angleton, Texas. I was with my Uncle Jake, and I didn't really know who Brando was. And my uncle was like, man, Brando? You don't know Brando? He's the man. Like, if you don't know Brando, you don't know what you're talking about. And so I was like very intrigued into like, okay, well, I want to see if maybe I can say hi. And I got to meet Stephanie Montiel that night and Monica Salazar, which are amazing.
They're amazing.
Female artists.
Stephanie, when Stephanie came, she was so nervous here. But
Really?
Yeah, she's an
Aw.
amazing singer and a
They
talent,
are-
and a wonderful person.
Yes.
Her and her husband.
I mean, they are also amazing, and just the drive that you see from them, like in their music when they perform, is just absolutely
and forever,
amazing.
like
Forever.
30 years almost.
Yes, like I was seeing recently a picture of Stephanie Montiel, like a picture of her when she was little, and it's just so crazy to just, for me to be able to get to meet her and see those pictures as well, and just know like she has experienced so much, like a lifetime of just different opportunities.
And her
show-
husband's an amazing engineer and producer and songwriter and arranger. I mean, the guy's got it all, man.
Yes. And so, I mean, just getting to be around and get to meet new artists like that, it is such a
Yeah.
crazy experience. But I did get to say hi to Brando, and that was right when I think Buscando Talento had just finished. But I had let him know that I was looking into wanting to be a music artist, and I wanted to somehow, maybe have a song on iTunes or Apple Music. Like, I would have never in a million years thought like I could search my name on digital platforms like that. And then, so, but he told me, he was like, well, mija, like, you just got to keep going, never stop, and just do what you love, and just put all your hard work into it, put your love into it, and, just keep going.
Yeah.
And then like a month later, after we had already talked with Lorenzo on music, different songs and the styles of what we were going to try for, then he was telling me, well, Brando Mireles is going to be the arranger of the music. And when I tell you, like, my jaw dropped, and I was just like, how, like, what a coincidence, like a crazy coincidence. I don't know if it's just me, but I just never thought that when I met him, maybe a month later, that I'd be working with him. So it was just a very, like, just sentimental feeling, that a part of like the beginning of just starting the music for me. So it was a really cool experience, and I'm very grateful and thankful to be working with him and Lorenzo. It was just,
those guys got PhDs in this industry.
yeah, literally.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Madison Pulido. By the way, Mom, you picked an awesome name for her. I love the name Madison. It's just.
You want to know where I got it from?
Where'd you get it from?
You're not gonna believe it. Madison Square Gardens in New York. 'Cause
really?
that is one of my dad's dreams, to make it to there.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to try, Dad. If you're listening, we're going to try to get to New York, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
Your dad, you said he's from Galveston, or is he
My
originally?
dad is from Reynosa, Tamaulipas.
That's right. You said Reynosa, Tamaulipas.
And,
¿Y es músico también? ¿Es músico?
Well, he used to play the clarinet, and he was in an orquesta in Reynosa with Rodolfo Calera, Los Calera de Reynosa. Muchos saludos por allá.
I love that orquesta music from Mexico, like Narcos Mexico, babe, when they're having the wedding in the hotel and they have that band playing.
Yep.
I mean, that's like, it's so authentic and
yeah,
so.
you can't get any more classic than.
I know, right?
Yeah. So we got some people out of Reynosa, El Pichi, La Casa de la Cultura.
Yeah.
Saludos.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah. That is awesome. So you've got it in your DNA, girl.
On both sides.
At both sides.
Absolutely.
It definitely
Pulidos and this, and this was that was your destiny. It's your destiny, right?
And it's so. I don't know. She's always like, Madison, like, you're Madison Pulido. And I'm like, I'm Madison Pulido. It's just.
It's a marketable name. It is.
Yeah,
already.
But I never, imagined myself being in the place that I am right now. Like, really and honestly and truly, I'm very grateful and thank you to God for, just guiding me, keeping me very strong-minded, and being willing to try and just, go for it. Because, like I said, 3 years ago, I didn't think I would be here right now, with music out there and a band, amazing guys that, put in the hard work to be able to put rehearsals. And they're all from like the Corpus and McAllen area. And, I'm in Freeport, like Jackson area. So I make the time to come out to Corpus and I rehearse with them, because that was the hard time. Like, part of getting the band together, like trying to find things closer to Freeport was, I don't really have as many musicians to my access close to home.
Yeah.
And then San Antonio was an option too, but San Antonio is very congested. There's always.
Houston is kind of as well, but
I don't go to Houston too much though. No, not really.
And how far, Lake Jackson? How far is that from Houston? Is it
maybe about, I would say, a good hour.
Oh, it's an hour.
Traffic.
Okay, so it's north out of traffic.
South of Houston.
Okay, south of Houston.
Yeah, we're close right there by the Gulf.
Texas City, League. I think League City.
Yeah, they're on like the top right of us.
Oh, okay.
And they're about like 45 minutes.
Orale. I like going to Galveston for the.
Oh yeah.
I like doing the Lone Star rally, the motorcycle rally.
I've never been out there for
it's
that.
the best.
I'll have to
It is
check
amazing.
it out.
Except this past year there was a shootout or something on the Strand. They're always screwing it up, man.
I know, right?
I mean, the world's just getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Madison Pulido here with us, and we want to thank Top Floor Cars Classic Car Dealership, located 301 South Market Street in Brenham, Texas. They had a classic car show, and we were there last year for their classic car show, and we had a blast. But this year they had so many cars involved, and they sent me a little video so you could check some of them. And of course, Ram Optical is part of it as well. But man, they had a lot of cool classic cars. That little area, and looks like the weather is always almost the same as it was the last time we went, right?
Yeah,
babe?
it was gloomy.
It was
when we went.
overcast the last year when I went, and when I got there, I ended up becoming the MC and DJ.
On the
And
spot.
so the DJ was like kind of playing like music, like and I told him, dude, let me take over. So I started playing songs with car themes, like Driving My Life Away, In Cars, and all these songs that had Panama, you know what I mean? And so they had a blast. And then when I did the trophy giveaway, man, I had everybody in stitches, right, babe?
Yes.
It was fun. There's
Yeah, it was super
Carlos and Tony and Karina. Go buy the Top Floor Cars, classic cars, ladies and gentlemen. You can go to their website, topfloorcars.com, and check out all their inventory. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. These guys are always busy on social media, and thanking all the sponsors that support their event and everything. And man, hopefully we can make it out there next year, or they do another one this year, because we sure do have a lot of fun when we go over there, because they are the nicest people you could ever meet. It is Top Floor Cars, classic car dealership. Un saludo, muchas gracias. I also want to thank Bajo Sextos M3. They hand-build professional quality Bajo Sextos to cover your musical needs at an affordable price compared to other brands. Estos son los bajos más mejores en todo Texas, todos los Estados Unidos y Mexico. They have been used by professional bajo players such as Joe Farias from the David Farias Band, also from La Tropa F back in the past. Mario Quintero de los Tucanes, también, he's using one of those awesome bajo sexos. También Pepe Lizondo del grupo Pesado, Poncho Quesada de los Dos Carnales. Those guys are big, man. And other grand musicians from all over the United States and Mexico. As you can see, there's David and there's his brother, and he's using that Bajo Sexto M3. Look at that. Is that a beautiful work of art? And they custom make it for you. Look, it's got his name right there on the neck. And I mean, you want it, you can have it made the way you want it. 210-717-6834 is the number. 210-717-6834. Bajo Sextos M3. Muchas gracias, Bajo Sextos M3. So we've got a little something coming up. We've got 10 Gen Z questions for Madison Pulido. Okay, that's coming up in a bit. I put something together. But before we get to that, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank Rody's Country Fried Chicken for having us out at Eagle Pass for the Chile Relleno Comedy Tour. We had the poster from, I think the poster's there, babe. You can put it up so people can see what it was. It's me, Raymond Horta, and Mario Salazar. And it was at Rody's Playland, an outdoor park. And they have some of the best delicious fried chicken and gizzards, and it's just amazing. We took a picture with Rody. Look, Rody's so tiny,
He's
right?
so petite.
Either that or we're monsters.
Oh yeah, you guys are monsters too.
Yeah.
But he's so petite.
I put that picture on social media. They were putting some funny comments.
Did you
of
Photoshop
Mario.
Rick, or what happened?
No, dude, that's the picture we took right there.
I remember him being bigger.
I told Riley that
Rick.
he looks like thinner, like he's lost his face, looks thinner. I guess he's eating some of that diet chicken or something, man. I don't know.
Diet chicken.
The low fat.
Yeah.
They dip it in protein shake.
And so
The powder.
So we went on there, and so I performed, and I was able to do my 30 minutes, and then Mario went up and did his 30 minutes, and when he was done with his comedy, he ends the comedy by pitching his merch, right, putting out T-shirts, and then we're sitting in front at the table, me and my wife Riley and our friends from Rankin, and she says, I felt a drop, a water drop, and it was like one of those big drops. It's not the little drops, right? And so all of a sudden the rain just came. Everybody ran to their cars, and some of them went under the roof in front of the food truck. And we had a picnic table there, so Raymond got on top of the picnic table, and we have some video of it, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out.
Or we can stay here like heroes. Coming what's coming right now. This is it, friends. We're just waiting. The big trumpet blast and Jesus Christ, look, the lights are going out. This is it. This is how I go out. Doing comedy under some dude's cochera.
Like when he say, "This is the way," he says, "This is the way we go out under doing comedy under some dude's cochera." So then we did what we could, and we got back in the car. And Sal in the house, he's our friend from El Paso. He drove 8 hours. There he is, right there next to me, in between me and
Sal.
Raymond. And so he drove 8 hours from El Paso. And he hitched the ride. We stayed in the same hotel, and we took him back. And he says, "Hey, can I go to your room? Because I brought you all something." So he brought us a box of some really cool stuff. Let's check that out, baby. PVT fan Sal in the house brought a little box of something. Mira, el Undertaker, papá. Los ojos del Undertaker, Dad. I'm a teacher.
What's your superpower?
What's your superpower? Believe me, you need a superpower to be a teacher.
Look, babe.
Mira, para entrarme el protein shake en la mañana. Damn.
Oh, Parsons.
Micah Parsons, papá, asústame one time.
Oh, look at that.
Sal in the house.
Wow.
And this is for Jax.
Oh, this is cool. They look real like vintage, right?
Yeah, they're vintage Corvette.
Super nice.
Thank you very much, Sal in the house. El Paso, puro hashtag PVT, papá. We're
Thank
sorry.
you, Sal.
We're sorry we opened
Thank you,
your.
Sal.
We're sorry we opened your prize there.
Hombre, ya, it's devalued.
Yeah, sé.
Ya no
sorry.
cuesta
I
lo
was-
mismo ya.
But
I
we
was
wanted.
excited. I
we
was
wanted
having
to
it.
see like what was it. You
No,
know?
hombre, no te creas. Son vintage pins. The Corvette. I mean, for all of you that don't know, in the chat zone, I am a professional car driver. Nah. I'm a sports car enthusiast. I have a
Nice.
Corvette, and I love speed. And I mean, we love to ride also, right?
Yeah.
And our motorcycles are super fast too. But anyways, Sal in the house got me these pins, and they're super cool. And I'm gonna show them to y'all real quick. And thank you, Sal in the house, for this amazing gift. These are vintage collector's items that are not in circulation anymore. So thank you so much. Means a lot, brother.
Yo también soy car enthusiast. Tengo un 2009 Versa.
my God.
$20 se llena.
Hey, me too. I got
pero-
a little Kia Forte.
Yeah.
Gets me going. I got gas for the whole week.
The other day, I got into an argument with somebody at a bar manager, and I was like outside, "Hey, vato, no estás chingando, carga! ¡Qué pinche onda! I'll never be here again!" And then I get into a Versa. Gee.
No. The funny part is when you take off.
And then I go, me. Chinga tu madre, bartender. So the next comedy show is going to be Dos Amigos in Odessa, Texas, man. Wow.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
The Big Chile Relleno Comedy Tour. Raymond Horta, Mario Salazar, Rock and Roll James, Joshua J. Nieto is going to be there as well. Saturday, April 27th. You can get your tickets at Dos Amigos. And we've already booked our flights. We'll be flying out that day. We'll be having a meet and greet and meeting out with everybody over there. So if you're close to Odessa and you're a hashtag PVT fan, that's where we're going to be. And it's not every day we go to Odessa. So we want to meet you and we want you to go out there and hang out with us. All right. So will that be awesome or what? Orale. Tomorrow night, I'll be on South Padre Island. I will be ring announcing Spring Break Brawl with Fernando Vargas. El Feroz. And he's got a bunch of great fighters. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to be able to hang out with him. And I've invited a few friends. ¿Vas a ir conmigo, Jex, o qué onda?
I might go with you. Yeah, I might go with you. I don't have to check tomorrow.
Órale, carnalito. And of course, we're going to take video and everything and share it with everybody on our social media. And then on Friday, March 22nd, it's Hog Waddle with Little Joe, man. King of the Brown Sound. Hog Waddle, littlejoe.eventbrite.com to get your tickets for that Friday night. Free general admission, but if you want VIP tables, you need to go to hogwaddle.littlejoe.eventbrite.com. Get a table and hang out and check out one of the greatest iconic Tejano artists in the industry. And he's the godfather of everybody, buddy. So Little Joe, King of the Brown Sound. Then Saturday, March 23rd, we've got a table, the hashtag PVT table there. I'll be emceeing the event. It is A.B. Quintanilla. So it's free admission as well, but if you want a VIP table, Hogwaddle, abquintanilla.eventbrite.com. Get that table so you can hang out with us, and we're going to have a blast. March 23rd, it's this Saturday night, and the weather's going to be fantastic. Lately, it's been drizzling and raining here, but tomorrow it's clearing up.
It's clearing up,
And then
yes.
Friday and Saturday, sunny, clear, beautiful. We're going to dry out, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And then the following Saturday, March 30th, we're going to have an Easter concert, Los Tigres del Norte, Semana Santa, Saturday, March 30th, South Padre Island Convention Center. We have a VIP table as well there, and we will be hanging out with everybody. 956-475-7599. You need to get that table at eventbrite.com, and it's open at 6 o'clock. That's when it starts, but there's going to be a lot of other great bands. Mesteño's one of them. They've been on the show before. Los Tigres del Norte, terminando el mes de marzo, Easter weekend. And then on Saturday, April 27th, concierto inolvidable, La Mafia, Los Musicales, Marcos Orozco, and Iconics are going to be there as well. And that's in Pearland, Texas. That's close to you all, right?
Yeah, I was part of the Super Jam, the first little Super Jam that they did end up having in Pearland.
With Luna Promotions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the Quarter Moon.
Quarter Moon, yeah, Quarter Moon Promotions.
Yes, sir.
But Luna is his name, right?
Yeah, Mr.
Luna,
Jim
yeah,
Luna.
por moon, ¿verdad?
Yeah, there you go, La Luna.
He's gonna be come down next week so we can meet and everything. So it's
That's
gonna be
awesome.
fantastic. So April 27th, it's on a Saturday, concierto inolvidable. It's gonna be fantastic. And then Memorial Weekend Bash, Victoria, Texas, La Mafia, Duelo, Signo, Jennifer Peña, Elida Reina, Musicales, and Madison Pulido is gonna be there as well.
Yes, I'll be there on that Friday night.
That's awesome.
I'm excited. I got to get called on stage, actually. Well, it was I got to sing some songs in track at the Victoria Memorial Bash 2 years ago. And then La Fiebre, they called me up on stage to actually sing with them the song that I sang track. And
What song was it?
Ni el tiempo podrá.
Oh, okay.
And oh man, just the intro to that one automatically, like it gets me, and
Yeah.
just the whole song in general.
Yeah.
And I got to tell them, how big of a fan I was, and I was recording. I was down there at the bottom because they let me be behind the gate, and I was up there recording. And then he starts, the lead singer, he points at me, and he's like, Mr. J Angel. He points at me, and he's like, and I turn around, I'm like, me? And I have this on record. I'm like still recording, and then he was like, yeah. So I got my phone and everything. I threw it to my mom, and I was like, I'm going on stage. They called me, like I'm going. And so I got to sing that song with them, and I got a really good response back from Victoria, because the set that I was supposed to do, I think like the timing, just with it, sets in general, there's always sometimes like a pushback or a little ahead. So my set got cut short, and La Fiebre, they called me back up there to be able to kind of have some more time on the stage. And
That's awesome.
it was really nice of
Those
them to
guys
be
are
able to
paying
do
it
that.
back too. I mean,
Yes,
they've
super.
been.
They're the best.
Those guys have been
Fiebre.
around for a long
La
time.
Fiebre.
Yes.
Shout out
Yeah.
to La Fiebre, everybody part of the team. Super
Marissa,
humble and amazing
Luis Ayala.
artists.
What's up?
Jay Angel can sing, man. That guy can sing like the guy from Journey. Like
He's from here. He's
real.
from the 956.
Yeah.
Saludos to
Yes.
Jay Angel Cantu.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to go and support all these events, man, because these are events that are for us. And the more we support the events, the more events we have.
Yes.
And that's the way it works. So we've got 10 questions for Madison Pulido, Gen Zer, born in 2000, right? Or what? 2001, somewhere around there? Was that, what year was that?
I was born in 2000.
Okay, 2000.
November 13th.
You're a millennial baby.
Yeah.
Or millennium baby. You're not a millennial. You're Gen Z.
Gen Z.
I'm I'm not a baby boomer. I'm Generation X.
I think
Same.
you're at.
Yeah. And what are you, baby? You're Generation. What was it? What? Not.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, because you and Madison's mom would be the same generation, right?
1982.
I think so.
¿Y tú, Jax? ¿Tú eres 35? ¿Tú eres millennial, carnal?
I think I'm part of the Y generation.
What year were you born?
87.
Oh, you're a millennial. You're a millennial.
I guess. I always thought I was from the Y generation.
No,
That's what they told me.
Why?
That's what they told me. Because there's
Why?
Generation X, and then there's Generation Y, and there was that I was the Y generation. That was what my fucking principal in school would tell us.
It's Generation X, it's millennial, it's Generation Y, and now it's Generation Z.
So
Okay? I think. I might be
I
mistaken,
had never
folks.
even heard of Generation Y.
Yeah.
I hadn't
Like,
heard
why
that.
even have that
That's
generation,
how-
right? I mean, you know.
that's how old I am.
Nah.
I think, as a matter of fact, I think your mom and my wife are Generation Y, I think.
Generation Y.
Yes. So
It's not called Generation Y. It's called Y generation.
Oh,
no,
whatever.
no. So Generation X, that's you,
Uh-huh.
right? You're Generation X.
El viejón.
Yeah, and then I'm Generation Y,
Okay.
which is also called millennial.
Told you.
Oh,
Millennial
man.
generation, but it's Generation Y.
Okay.
And then,
And then Generation Z or iGen is Madison.
Okay.
okay. And the next generation is, what is?
AI.
Well, it says
AI generation.
No, actually, it says Generation Alpha.
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 Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Okay.
That's what it says here.
Van a andar todos robots.
The AI is already.
No, but
Con
they're
los
gonna,
pinches
Aquí.
Google glasses.
they're gonna say that Generation Alpha is not, inclusive and stuff like that.
Oh, because
just-
it's alpha
It's men,
instead of
It's like
alpha?
tough, right? Alpha, right?
Los Apple visors o cómo se llaman? Man, those things are crazy.
I don't know.
A lot of people were raving for those. Like, I seen the Apple stores and literally everyone's by that one table, and it's like the VR, like
Oh, okay.
the virtual reality.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
everyone's going crazy for
did
it.
you see what Elon Musk was doing, put on X today?
No, what do you? I heard he was doing some crazy shit, but I didn't know what he did.
He's got this thing, like the Neuralink.
Ya se lo puso.
And you can telepathically tell your phone what to do or tell tell Siri what to do.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, don't get me. I mean, I was just,
That's crazy.
scrolling, and I came to this video where these guys and Elon Musk had posted it or something or shared it or something like that. But they're already testing the Neuralink on people.
Wow.
And you'll be able to just think of what you want your social that would save our thumbs
Yeah.
and our fingers.
You have such a thumb thing, right? Like, do your
Dude,
thumbs hurt so
we're gonna
much?
be like, we're gonna be like this, dude.
By the
You
time we
know,
get-
like by the time we're 60 and 65, you know.
Pinche Rock, all day you just.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I have to keep.
Oh, I feel you.
I have
feel
a
you.
band. I do comedy. I have the show. I got to do videos. I got to do videos for the band.
It's a lot.
It's overwhelming. So, 10 questions for Madison Pulido. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Shoot, she's the man.
She's the Man?
Yeah, it has Amanda Bynes in it. Channing Tatum.
Okay.
It's just a really funny. They're college students, and it was just a really funny movie that I know if I ever needed like a pick me up or something,
Okay.
like a good movie that I know the words to, literally.
Yeah.
She's the man.
You see, that's why I want to ask these questions. I want to see what Gen Z's movies are.
Yeah, what they like.
Yours what's the name of that movie that you love to watch, babe? Clueless? Like,
Clueless.
that was your generation?
Yeah,
right?
that's my like pick me upper type of
Yeah.
movie. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I love it. It's a
Mine-
happy, fun.
Mine's Saturday Night Fever and Urban Cowboy, right?
Yo, yeah.
Grease.
There you go.
I saw Grease in the theaters, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like recently?
No, when it
Oh,
first
when it
came
first
out.
came out.
Yeah.
I bet you that was a quiz.
It was fun. It was the lines were so long.
That's insane.
I
It was
bet.
it was in Westlake, the Palm Plaza Theater. Grease was, and I saw it like 3 or 4 times. I kept going back.
Back and forth. He couldn't get.
I'd
he
get
didn't
out of
over
the
it.
movie and I'd get back in line and go in and see it again. I saw
Same
it.
thing. Popcorn y todo again.
There were so many girls in line wanting to see the movie. Why not? Right? You know. Who's your favorite celebrity and why?
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. Why?
I like the way she carries herself from being little, from seeing her on Barney to seeing her on Disney Channel to seeing her now as who she is with her own beauty company and music, putting out new music, being on movies. I look up to just everything that she does. It's something that I would love to be able to do one day. So and I love that she also stays to herself sometimes too. Like she still has her good social life and she goes out there with her friends that she's made. So she has like a good balance.
What do you think of
I really
Taylor
like that.
Swift?
She's awesome too. I mean, she's living the dream, literally. I mean, I love to see everything like production wise. I got to see Karol G's concert in Houston, and seeing that production like in my face, like I was just like listening to the music, but also analyzing. Like when she went off stage, I was telling my tío, because my uncle Jake, shout out to my uncle Jake for taking me to see her. He was enjoying this thing, and I was like, hey, she's gonna go change the outfit. Watch, I bet you $100. And then she comes out for the next set, different scenery, different outfit.
Yeah.
Like I told you, te dije.
The rehearsals for those shows, right?
Yes.
Can you imagine? Non-stop for about a month or two, just rehearsing every day.
Like non-stop, you know,
Eating,
hardcore.
pumping iron,
and
rehearsing.
then having to get yourself in physical shape for the tour,
I
then
mean,
choreography,
todo.
and there's no room for error. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
It is crazy.
People don't realize that the
No.
pressure. That's why these a lot of these artists, they end up ODing or they're on pills because the pressure's so big. Like when Michael Jackson died, he was about to embark on a global tour, and just to have that on your mind, like, man, I got to go on tour all over the world. It'll be a while before I come back home and really be able to be myself.
Yeah.
And it's just overwhelming. Soundgarden, Chester Bennington, all these guys that committed suicide and stuff like that. When you think they're at the top of the game,
And I mean, even recently, different situations, like with the guy from Friends. That was a situation where everybody was just kind of like, whoa. And it's
Matthew
just like,
Perry?
yeah, Matthew Perry.
Matthew
You never
Perry.
know.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was
just
Batman
kinda
that
I was
night.
gonna
it's these people can't sleep.
Yeah.
They need to take sedatives and stuff like that to sleep.
I was
Yeah.
gonna touch bases on Michael Jackson because before you mentioned that, I was thinking about him because Michael Jackson would actually say that for every concert he would do, he would lose 15 pounds. So imagine like night after night after night, you have to like pack on like a lot
Yeah.
of food.
And you can't call in sick. Like, you can't.
What about
like,
your day job?
You wake up in the
That's it.
morning and
I
you
mean-
call work and you say, I need a, what do they call it now? Like, I need a mental day or something.
yeah, like 80,000.
mental health day.
I need a mental health day.
Yes.
No, you've sold 100,000 tickets. You need to go.
They need
you need to
yeah.
show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no way to say, and that can you imagine? That's a big responsibility and
Oh, yeah.
commitment. Favorite food?
crawfish.
Crawfish?
Seafood.
Oh,
I love crab
I'm not into
legs,
crawfish.
corn and potatoes. I mean, you can give me a big old
Crab
platter
legs.
and I'll be set for the whole time.
Wow.
Maybe
Do-
not breakfast, but lunch and dinner.
Who else likes crawfish around here?
Not me.
Not
I
me.
hate that shit.
How about mom? Mom, you like crawfish?
More for me.
Crawfish and beer. Crawfish and beer.
Now crab legs. Now
Okay.
we're talking.
I don't
You
even
know
like
what I mean?
crab legs.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, I want something that's gonna fill me up with a bite. You gotta break the leg
That's
and
when
pull
you
out the
gotta
little
get the
meat.
papas and the elote, and
Gotta use
that's
the
where you fill
utensils.
up.
Okay. All right. If you had to be trapped in a TV show for a month, which one would it be?
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Okay. All right. Isn't that like a doctor show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
What's your idea of a perfect date?
Like I said, I'm a real homebody, but a real just chill. So I would say like the movies or go eat seafood, some tacos.
Crawfish.
It is crawfish season.
What qualities do you look for in a partner?
Oh Lord. Pues ahorita,
Hey, there's a lot of guys watching right now.
pues ahorita, I'm not looking for anything, but I would just respect and loyalty. I feel
And
like that's an honesty.
and for him to know that I'm always right.
Yeah, eso también. Yeah, it's
That's
just-
rule number
yes.
1. And then rule number 2, if I'm wrong,
I'm
look at
right.
rule number 1. Yeah, there you go.
In all the good ways.
Do you have a bucket list and what's on it?
Yes, I have so many.
Give me 3.
Well, and one on my bucket list kind of, came true. I had always dreamt of being nominated for the Tejano Music Award, and this past
And
year
you were?
I got to get nominated
Yes.
for Best New Female Artist. So that right there, was a check mark off my bucket list, and now, it's still a goal to hopefully maybe one day win a Tejano Music Award, maybe go for like a Latin Grammy, or, just anything is possible. I would love to perform at the Houston Rodeo one day, get to that level.
Yeah, you
and,
will.
And just be able to grow as an artist.
Yeah.
I want to go skydiving. I really want to skydive.
Oh, no thanks.
I want to. One of my boss for my job, Dr. Mike, shout out to Elite Chiropractic. He promised for my birthday in November he's gonna take me skydiving. He said he's gonna pay for it. So we'll see if in
Well,
November.
make sure to TikTok it.
Yes, I will, and I'll share it with everybody. See my
Maybe
face.
he'll sponsor it. We'll take you guys with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh,
Chiropractic. Dr. Sig.
All right. Besides me, who is your favorite YouTuber?
Well, I would have to say, like looking at it in the music industry, I'd have to say Bumper as another YouTuber. But on like the social media side, I watch Little Jers, Jay Cook, Young Grease, Raylene. They're from Arizona. They're more like.
Are they performers or what?
No, they're more like social media influencers.
Okay.
But I've always watched them since they started their journey. And
have you ever ordered like merch from people like that?
Oh yeah,
My wife just ordered merch from the Weens.
I mean, it's because you see, like, when we try and sell merch, it's like, I would want someone to buy my shirt or jacket, so I'm going to support you and order your shirt or jacket.
My wife loves the Weens. It's this Korean girl, I guess she's she's Asian.
Yeah, she's Asian.
Mm-hmm. She's got like 8 weenie dogs. And she takes them all over the place. And she has
dresses them up.
She dresses them up. She cooks for them.
It is something incredible.
It's incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of guys see her just to see her, right?
Yeah, she's hot.
But I don't mind. I don't mind my wife watching the Weens, right? But they finally put out some merch, and my wife ordered a hoodie.
Right away.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Because and the way I look at it is like, I know what it took to have to get your merch made. You got to find someone to do the shirts, or you got to find someone to do your towels or your koozies, and so it takes a lot. And it's like, so to finally be able to put it out there and try and market it and try and hopefully that your supporters and everybody will help you out and maybe buy a thing or two, and you feel that recognition of like getting that hard work done afterwards.
What do you think will be the biggest change in the world in the next 20 years? You're going to be 44.
Yeah, I hope whatever it is, it's for the better, for the good. I hope there's a lot more peace, unity, and just happiness. Honestly, I feel like if we just smile every day, hopefully pain will go away.
Yeah. Well, technology is going so fast.
And that too. I mean, everybody stays occupied with. You at least have maybe one TV show you're going to be binge watching for sure, or someone who posts on YouTube frequently. Everybody has that something that they already look forward and are waiting for to pay attention to. So
I have a feeling that you'll be able to put on a VR and be in a movie.
Probably.
Like there's a scene and you're like sitting at a chair watching them,
Yeah.
It's going to be so great.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is. I can see it.
Yeah. Artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, and we'll see how. The world is already evolving so much now.
Well, with 360 cameras and shit, like that kind of technology, like there's this video I love to watch with what are those guys? ¿Cómo se llaman estos vatos, los pinches? It's a rap group, and they have a 360 camera, and you put it on YouTube, and you can put on your headset, and you look around,
and you
it's
see
like
the
you're
surroundings.
They're performing, and it's like
you're there.
You're there,
dude.
Oh,
This was like
Pretty
we were
cool.
living on Main Street, babe. That was a long time ago, right? About
Yes.
5-6 years ago, 7 years ago. My webmaster brought me those that video stuff for the the headset or whatever.
VR.
The VR. And I put it on, and it's Joan Jett in concert.
Oh.
And she's like standing right in front of me, and I look down and I see her tennies and the set list, and I look that way and I see the guitar player. I look up, I see the production, and I look that way and her other bass player's over there, and then I turn around like that and I see the stadium full of people. Like I'm on the
You're in that
stage
spot.
right in front of her. And I was like, that was crazy.
That's awesome.
How it
And
takes you there.
Yeah, like a time travel kind of.
Yeah, you can time travel back.
That's going to be the way to see concerts, I think.
Heck yeah.
And I think that'd be a cool experience. I mean, I think I know for sure people would pay to do it. So
I'm
Yeah.
down.
I'd be home and I don't even have to go anywhere. We're homebodies. We just watch. Hey, you want to go to a concert tonight, babe? Yeah, okay, let's go to the couch.
And then
the
also
comfiest place.
with AI taking over now, they're announced that there's gonna be like an Elvis tour.
I'm so down
Like
for
they're
that.
gonna have
I
like
am
an
so down
Elvis
for that.
tour, like a like what are those things called, the projections? Of
holograms.
Holograms.
There you go.
Holograms. There you go.
That's cool.
I mean,
That's gonna
I'm
be something.
I'm down for that.
I'm
Heck
down for
yeah.
Prince.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love Prince.
Me too. Purple Rain.
Oh yeah.
Let's get.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
I haven't karaokeed in a while.
Carol G.
Yeah, I like a little bit of karaoke. I like to, when it comes to getting to do karaoke, that's like my practicing time a little bit to try and try something that I don't get to do.
So what
all
is
the
your
time.
karaoke go-to song like? The one that you know you're going to kill it when you sing it.
I always used to go for Como la Flor. And also because I love to get the feedback too from the gente and get to hear them sing along with you if they did. Sometimes you got a tough crowd out there. But, you know, sometimes when they did sing back, it was that feeling of like, man, one day what if they're singing back a song that maybe one day I'll have. Hey!
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Get it going.
We got Madison Pulido going to put her on the spot right now.
Here we go.
Little Selena.
Yo sé que tienes un nuevo amor, sin embargo te deseo lo mejor. Si en mí no encontraste felicidad, tal vez alguien más te la dará. Como la flor,
Como la flor.
con tanto amor,
Tanto amor.
me diste tú. Se marchito, me marchó hoy y yo sé perder. Pero ay, cómo me duele. Eso.
One more time.
Ay, cómo me duele. Eso, cumbia.
Yeah.
The nostalgic. I mean, with the man here himself, I mean,
That's crazy.
oh man, it's mind-blowing.
It is. We ain't gonna go to sleep tonight.
Let's go for it.
Si vieras cómo duele perder tu amor, con tu adiós te llevas mi corazón. No sé si pueda volver a amar, porque te di todo el amor que pude dar. ¿Cómo dice? Como la flor,
Como la flor.
con tanto amor,
Con tanto amor.
me diste tú. Se marchito, me marchó hoy y yo sé perder. Pero ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
¡Que viva la reina!
That's awesome. Wow, that is great. I love that. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madison Pulido. Let's give a big round of applause here tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you on the show,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for bringing your momager, right?
Momager,
Momager is what it
yes.
is, right?
Thank you. I mean,
You have a wonderful mom, and she's supporting you 110%, and she's very passionate about, spreading out
La
that
raza.
merch and all that,
Heck
and
yeah.
it's awesome. You need a solid, solid partner like that. And
thank
it's
you
awesome.
so much. And I wouldn't have been able to kind of get this far without having someone by my side other than her and my family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's sometimes
Stability,
you gotta have
you know?
that backbone, behind you, because I've learned a lot getting into the industry. There's a lot of ups and downs, a lot to learn about the business, because it is a business at the end of the day. And I have learned so much, and I know I still have a lot more to learn, but I'm excited. I'm very anticipated to just get more of that feel, that more experience, and I hope to make everybody proud out there. Y que viva la música tejana, and
Yeah.
let's just keep the cultura going.
Jax, what do you got over there, Dad?
Okay, so before we go, we do have a super chat from Morales family. They said, ask Madison if she can sing the chorus from her song Amor del Bueno, Much Love from El Oilfield Tejano.
Okay,
Nice.
all right.
Hold on a second. I think I got
Thank
it
you,
here.
El Oilfield
I got it
Tejano.
right here.
Shout out. Hey. There is also a music video to Amor del Bueno available on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. The link is in my link tree, which is attached on my TikTok. You guys go and follow me at official Madison Pulido. I truly appreciate y'all's support.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Madison Pulido. Make sure to follow her on social media and support her and book her. Let's do it. This is her latest.
Vengo a decirte lo mucho que te quiero, lo mucho que te adoro y por tu amor hasta me muero. Te voy a dar amor del bueno. Quiero entregarte todo mi cariño, Desde que éramos niños, mi amor por ti siguió creciendo. Te voy a dar amor del bueno. Quiero tenerte aquí conmigo, juntitos y enamorados. Despertar junto a ti, muy juntito a ti y decir te amo. Quiero tenerte aquí conmigo, juntitos y enamorados. Despertar junto a ti, muy juntito a ti y decir te amo.
Madison, you're a wonderful person, beautiful girl.
Thank you.
And we wish you the best. And, you know, this won't be the last time you come to PVT. We want you to come back, all right?
Thank you so much. I'd love to be back.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
thank you guys again so much for tonight.
Thank you to our team,
We
our
had a
Flow
lot
Media.
of fun. Yes,
Total
shout out to Flow
Tejas.
Media. Thank you guys again just for
H-Town.
supporting me as a new artist, and thank you for having me here. And I truly do appreciate y'all's support.
Be sure
Gracias,
to-
McAllen.
Yeah, McAllen, the Rio Grande Valley, and make sure to contact her so you can book her, put her on your show.
Yes.
She'll be performing at the Memorial Weekend Bash in
Yes,
Victoria,
on the
Texas on Friday
24th.
night.
Yes, sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you. Next week we got Pete Astudillo. And well, I don't know if he's going to show up. He's been ghosting me. I've been texting him. I've been calling him. He doesn't respond. He doesn't answer. So that's pretty much up in the air. But if he does show up, we have a very special surprise for him.
Awesome.
All right. So he's got a new video out, and
We could probably try to get a hold of him.
put a little clip of that, baby, of that Pete Astudillo. He's got a new song out, and he's got those mariachi pants going on, man. Bien, ¿cómo se llama el mariachi que salía? Antonio
Banderas.
Yeah. So, Pete Astudillo, ladies and gentlemen, next Wednesday, hopefully. Con favor de Dios. Y'all have a good one. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.